darts and welcome to Darts Review channel. For this review I'm reviewing a set of soft tip darts from the Darts Factory, and this particular dart is the Muu 6 and it's a signature model of a player called Kooky Fung. What an awesome name that is. And these are 90% tungsten, 18 grams, and the retail for $100, which is around about £79. So let's have a closer look at them. So the darts come in some very neat packaging. On the back you've got the blueprint of the dart. This is a cardboard outer sleeve with all the details of the dart on it, and inside it's got this kind of wood effect case. I think that's actually paper, but it's got a kind of a wood grain in it. It's a very neat looking case. Got a dense foam insert holding everything inside, and with the darts you've got two sets of flights in standard shape. You've got two sets of stems, clear polycarbonate, and there's two sets of soft tip. There's some already on the dart, and these white ones, slightly different design, just a little bit longer as well. And obviously you've got the barrels. So the darts are fitted with a 2BA soft tip point, and the profile of the barrel is quite an interesting one. It's got a kind of a tapered nose there, and then quite a wide space, kind of a scallop there. That is very comfortable there. So I think I'm probably going to be gripping it there, and although it's got that grip on the rear section, it could work quite well for me there as well. But it's got a I don't know what kind of grip you would call that. It's kind of like a concertina style grip with grippy rings in between, but the elongated grooves on that front half, it's got very nice rainbow colours in it. It's very effective. I don't know how it comes across on the camera, but there's a lot of different colours in there, and it does look a very nice looking dart. It's a really nice shape, but very comfortable to grip as well. I would say that bit of grip there is high level, and this part here is probably medium, and then you've got some clear polycarbonate stems and some standard shape flights. The darts are fitted with a 25mm soft tip. It's got a tapered nose to the barrel with a smooth section at the front of 5.2mm. Then you've got a couple of thin grooves and a ring of 1.4mm, and then it starts into this scalloped section. The first part is 8mm and it's got the elongated grooves cut into it. Then you've got some thin rings and grooves of 2.4mm, and then it continues for another 11mm. Then you've got a thin groove of 0.8mm. Then you've got this thin ring and concertina style grip, which is 9.9mm wide. Then a smooth, slightly scalloped section on the end of 4.4mm. The length is 43mm and the width is 7.5mm. That one is 18.4 grams, 18.8 grams, and 18.9 grams. And the full setup with the soft tip flights and stems is 20.12 grams. With nothing attached, the balance is just front of centre, and with the supplied setup it moves towards the rear, and this is the balance with medium in between short, extra short stems and standard flights. I'm holding it fairly close to the nose, so I'm not in the scallop part where it feels more comfortable. Probably be better throwing it from there, but I thought I'd just try it close to the front just to see. I spun out my hand wrong, that one. But I get the clean release, it's actually quite smooth through the air. But the only problem with gripping it on that kind of a knuckle is it rocks a little bit, so if you catch it, you knock it. That off there, like. So, I'll just move up to the middle, so I'm a little bit in the scallop. Feels a little bit more comfortable closer to the middle, but also seem to be flying even smoother there. I think that's definitely the sweet spot where that scallop is. Get a little bit of spin off it, like. Yeah, it flies nice from the scallop area. It's a great looking dart though. So I'll try the rear section now, so I'm going to be fully on that, well, I don't know what you call it, it's a concertina grip with quite a sharply defined ring in the middle. Can't control it very good from there, but could be alright for rear grippers because it's got quite a nice feel from there. Certainly the grippiest part of the barrel, so I'm sure it's going to work a lot better for a rear grip. But it's quite an interesting dart because it could work for front grippers, middle grippers and rear grippers, but I do find it comfortable on that scallop part. But flies quite smooth, but occasionally get a bit of spin. So there you go, the Darts Factory Muu 6, slightly strange name, but there you go. So this is the second set I've reviewed from Darts Factory, and I would say so far they're doing pretty well. It's a very interesting design. I think it's a great looking dart, definitely up there with one of the best looking sets I've had, and I really like how they've highlighted the grooves with the PVD rainbow coating. Really sets off the dart, that. Probably a dart that could work for any grip really. It was alright from my front, but if you're happy enough to move into that scallop, it feels very comfortable. Not quite as grippy there as on the rear, but the darts seem to be very nicely balanced there. So if you're a middle or front gripper and you can just get away with moving it just a little bit into the scallop, then you probably like it a lot. But I also think it's going to be okay for rear grippers. On the rear, it's quite a nice grippy section, not quite as comfortable as where the scallop is, but it's alright. And obviously I'm not a natural rear gripper, but it didn't fly too bad at all for me, so definitely should work better for natural rear grippers. But quality of the dart is very nice again. I know it's not cheap, but a lot of the Asian darts really aren't these days, so it's probably about right for the Asian darts. But like I say, I just like the look of these. It's just a very interesting design. It just looks really nice, but quite nice to throw as well. So that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.